After having a fantastic road trip through Asturias, it's now time to visit one of the most vibrant and artistic cities in the world, Barcelona. From stunning medieval architecture to sunny Mediterranean beaches, this city truly has it all. During my Spain trip, I spent 2 amazing days here. And in this episode, I am going to share my experience exploring the best of Barcelona.
Good morning, guys. Good morning from Barcelona. Right now, I'm standing on top of a hill and you can see the whole Barcelona city around. अभी जस्ट सनराइज़ हुआ पीछे. इधर से आप सारे जितने भी मोनूमेंट्स हैं, मतलब साग्रादा फैमिलिया, तो बस यहीं से ऊपर से पास ही दिख रहा है. सो टुडे इट इज़ लिटिल चिली ऑल्सो. तो आज हम जाने वाले हैं बार्सिलोना के कुछ लोकेशन एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए. तो दोस्तों, ये मेरा पीछे है ला सग्रादा फैमिलिया. तो ये यहाँ का फेमस टूरिस्ट स्पॉट है. तो मतलब दिन में भी यहाँ पे एटलीस्ट 1 लाख लोग तो घूमने आते ही है. सी हाउ ह्यूज इट इज़. तो आई केम अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग, क्योंकि आप देखो अभी भीड़ कम है. अभी बस सुबह के 9 ही बजे है और मेरा जो स्लॉट है यहाँ विज़िट करने के लिए वो है 9:15.
So I was standing on the Passion side, but the entrance was happening from the Nativity side. And by then, hundreds of people had already entered the Sagrada Familia. Basilica has two main facades, the Nativity facade and the Passion facade. The Nativity side depicts the birth and the childhood of Jesus, filled with joyful figures singing and celebrating his arrival. In contrast, the Passion facade shows the sorrowful side, the crucifixion of Jesus with mourning faces and soldiers all around. And now it's finally time to step inside the incredible masterpiece. The Sagrada Familia is just as breathtaking from the inside as it is from the outside. Designed by the legendary architect Antoni Gaudí, this masterpiece of modern architecture is truly massive. The tall pillars rise all the way to the ceiling. The elegant curves flow along the walls, and the colorful stained glass window fill the entire space with a magical glow. Though the door of the basilica opened at 9, just within 15 minutes, it was already packed with visitors. And this is the end of October, not even the peak season. And the construction is also not completed yet. I also went up to the top of the Passion facade, and from a height of around 65 meters, the panoramic view of the Barcelona was just stunning. While booking online, you can choose to visit either of the two facades. While coming down, there is no elevator, so you will have to take the narrow spiral stairs all the way down.
तो यहाँ आने के लिए कहाँ से ऑनलाइन टिकट बुक करना है उसका सब डिटेल्स मैं नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स पे दे दूँगा. ऑनलाइन टिकट खरीद के ही आना, क्योंकि यहाँ पे काफ़ी रश रहता है. अब कोई भी सीज़न में आओ, ये हमेशा हाउसफुल रहता है. तो आपको एटलीस्ट 3 वीक्स एडवांस में टिकट बुक करना पड़ेगा, वरना आप अंदर नहीं जा पाओगे. तो अभी चलते हैं आगे, गोथिक क्वार्टर विजिट करते हैं.
Distance is more than 2 kilometers, but I prefer to walk. It is not only a great way to save a bit of money, but also the best way to see more of the city. And honestly, there is something happening on every street, like this live performance. And this is not just one spot. If you walk around, you will find scene like this happening in many places across the city.
तो अभी हम जा रहे हैं बेसिलिका ऑफ सांता मारिया देखने के लिए.
Built in Gothic style, it's one of the oldest and most iconic churches in Barcelona. The tall towers and the stone carvings look stunning. I spent some time here and moved ahead towards my next destination, Cathedral of Barcelona. Walking through the narrow lanes of Gothic Quarter feels like stepping back in time. The old stone houses, tiny balconies, and hidden square gives the place such a charming medieval vibe. Every corner here has a different story. This square is the political heart of Barcelona. As Barcelona is capital of Catalonia province, one side of the square there is a Renaissance building house of Catalan regional government. And the exact opposite building is Barcelona City Council. Wandering through the Gothic Quarter, I came across a beautiful little bridge called Pont del Bisbe. This is one of the famous and most photogenic spot in Gothic Quarter. It connects two historic buildings and looks straight out of a fairy tale. And again I found some local artists playing lovely music. This is exactly what Barcelona is known for. Music, art, life on every corner. Right in the heart of the Gothic Quarter stands the stunning Cathedral of Barcelona. It is one of the city's most magnificent landmarks. The towering spires, Gothic arches, and detailed carvings make it truly impressive. Inside, the high ceiling and peaceful atmosphere create a beautiful contrast to the busy streets outside. It's a must visit spot to feel the soul of old Barcelona. Barcelona is a beautiful city by the Mediterranean Sea, and it is famous for its lively beaches. If you visit on a weekend, you will find all kind of activities. The whole beach turns into a volleyball ground where people playing everywhere. Right next to it, there is also a spot for skateboarding. I went there with my friend who is really good at it, but I didn't try because I didn't want to risk breaking my leg in the middle of the trip.
आपने ज़िंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा में सेनोरिटा वाला सॉन्ग तो सुना ही होगा। तो उसमें जो डांस है उसको फ्लेमेंको डांस कहते हैं। तो यहाँ पे काफ़ी सारे डांस शो होता है फ्लेमेंको का। तो उसमें से मैंने एक बुक किया है, अभी हम जाने वाले हैं वो देखने के लिए।
The flamenco show was absolutely mind-blowing. The guitarists, singer and the dancers all performed with incredible energy and passion. My favorite part was definitely the flamenco dance. The rhythm, the expression and those powerful beats made with their steps was just mesmerizing.
तो आज बार्सिलोना से हम आए हैं अराउंड 70 किलोमीटर डिस्टेंस पे एक लोकेशन है जिसका नाम है मोंटसेरात। सो दिस इज़ पार्ट ऑफ बार्सिलोना ओनली, क्योंकि यहाँ आने में 1 घंटे से कम टाइम लगता है। तो आई हैव रेंटेड ए कार फॉर विजिटिंग आस्तूरियास। तो वहाँ से हम 1 दिन पहले वापस आ गए। तो अभी कार हमारे पास है, तो इसीलिए हम कार लेके ही आए हैं मोंटसेरात देखने के लिए। ये लोकेशन तो पहाड़ी के ऊपर है और अभी हम पहाड़ी पे चल रहे हैं।
Montserrat is one of the most sacred places in Catalonia, and there is a fascinating story behind it. Around 8th century, a group of shepherd boys saw a bright light descending from the sky onto the Montserrat mountain. When the local bishop investigated, they found a wooden statue of Virgin Mary holding the infant Jesus inside a cave. They tried to move the statue to Manresa village, but when they tried, it became heavy, so they couldn't move it. They interpreted Virgin wanted to stay on Montserrat, so they made a small chapel on the mountain and housed her. Later, around the 10th century, a new monastery was founded on Montserrat, and the sacred statue of the Virgin was moved from the cave to this new church. This mountain has unique shapes and rock formation. And to see this up close, I took a funicular ride to the top of the hill, and the view from the top was absolutely breathtaking. There are also a few sacred spots around this area that you can explore on foot or by a short trek. Next on my Barcelona journey is Casa Batlló, one of Antoni Gaudi's most fascinating creations. From outside, it looks like a fairy tale. Carved design, colorful tiles, and balconies look like masks or skulls. After getting inside, first thing to observe is the staircase. looks like a spiral column of a sea creature or a dragon. Inside, Gaudi avoided straight lines completely. Everything is curved, organic, and filled with natural light. The central atrium is tiled in shades of blue that get darker towards the top, giving a sense of depth. This color gradient makes the light looks evenly balanced across all the floors. Each room looks different. The main room has ceiling like a swirling whirlpool. It's not just an architecture, it's pure imagination brought to life. The roof is one of Anthony Gaudi's most creative masterpieces. Designed to look like a back of a dragon. Tower with a cross on the top represents Saint George's sword piercing the dragon's back. After visiting the whole house, finally we reach the ground floor, where there is a stunning light and sound room that takes you deep into Gaudi's world. The wall and ceiling comes alive with color, pattern and motion. While roaming around central Barcelona, if you feel hungry, head straight to La Bucaria market. It is one of the most vibrant and colorful food market in the city, a true paradise for food lovers. From fresh fruit juice to tapas, seafood and traditional Spanish ham, every stall offers something delicious with reasonable price. I tried 2 chicken cheese roll for €8 which filled my tummy completely. After exploring the city, I came back to the center to catch my bus home. And there I stumbled upon something interesting, a live street performance. And what a perfect day to wrap up my trip. And that's how I spent 2 amazing days in Barcelona. तो गाइस, बार्सिलोना आपको कैसा लगा कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताना। और अभी मैं आगे जा रहा हूँ कोस्टा ब्रावा एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए। ये गाड़ी हमने रेंट किए है। तो अभी इस एपिसोड को यहीं पे ख़त्म करते हैं। अगर आपको अच्छा लगा हो तो लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब कर देना। तो अभी के लिए बाय, फिर मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट एपिसोड कोस्टा ब्रावा में।